Recent hijackings of commercial vessels near Somalia, along with attacks on ships by Houthi rebels from Yemen, have raised concerns of a resurgence of insecurity along international shipping routes around the Horn of Africa. A British Sea Trade Monitoring Agency reported that the latest hijacking of a ship off the Somali coast on Friday. It comes a week after a Maltese-flagged vessel was hijacked in the nearby Arabian Sea. As Mohammed Kahia reports, a historic move by the UN Security Council to lift an arms embargo on Somalia could be a game-changer for maritime security.
Attacks by Somali pirates may have decreased in recent years, but the hijacking of a cargo ship recently is raising fears of a possible return of piracy along the Somali coastline. The Maltese-flagged ship with a crew of 18 was hijacked in the Arabian Sea mid-December. It was first such hijacking in 6 years, and the experts are worried.
The renewed piracy attacks off the Somalia coast will have a profound impact on business, as well as movement of goods and services across the region, slowing down the economy of the country, which is at a recovery stage. Ships to and from Somalia will incur huge insurance costs due to the security threats along the route. This will damage the international reputation of the Somalia government.
Over the past decade, Somalia has made considerable effort to combat piracy, which used to plague international trade routes. In January, the shipping industry removed the Indian Ocean from the piracy high-risk area. However, there has been a surge of attacks on ships passing through the Red Sea by Houthi rebels from Yemen, linked to the Israeli-Hamas conflict. Experts say tensions along the Bab el-Mandeb Strait in Yemen will have a significant impact on delivery of goods and services to Somali ports.
Bab el-Mandeb is strategically very important for Somalia, connecting it to markets in Asia, Europe, and other parts of the world. The attacks by Houthis in this shipping route will definitely impact Somalia because it imports oil and other petroleum products via this route from Gulf states and exports gum products and livestock via these crossings too. Therefore, the new threats in the shipping lane means increased cost of importing, which will result in a high cost of living.
Impacted by decades of conflict, the Somali Navy and Coast Guard are limited in their response. However, with the recent lifting of an arms embargo, authorities are working to equip hundreds of officers that receive training from international partner forces in the country, including the EU mission and the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia.
Navy is one of the services we have in the structure of the military, depending on the country's geography. This country of ours has a coastline of 3,300 kilometers. Therefore, each time we do training, we are adding on the firepower of our military institution. The Guardians, I'm appealing to you that you must know the consideration, the trust the government has put in you. Because, as I've said, your training is not ordinary. And therefore, you are now our eyes, you are our ears, you are our everything in those waters.
Those already trained like this young officer are expected to be deployed to deter existing threats like piracy in the northeast coast once much needed equipment is received.
This training will assist me in improving my area of work and responsibility based on the topics that were covered, which include navigation procedure, maritime rules, and first aid, among others.
Until the Somali Navy and Coast Guard is fully operational, an international maritime force already present at the Somali coastline will continue their responsibility in protecting territorial waters. Mohammed Kahia, CGTN Mogadishu, Somalia.